Hello and welcome to Digital Zone channel. My name is Iris and today we will look what is mirror modifier in Blender. It is used for modeling symmetrical objects such as cars, the human body, a head, table legs, weapons or mechanical parts. The main advantage of this modifier is that we don't have to model the whole object but only one half. The other half is created automatically. The mirror modifier works by mirroring the geometry along the x, y, or z axis. However, many beginners are not sure how to use it correctly. They try it on a basic cube, and because nothing visual happens, they are not sure whether it works at all. When we apply the mirror modifier to a cube, we can click on the X, Y, and Z axis as much as we like, but nothing happens, or at least it seems that way. The main thing we need to understand with the mirror modifier is the mirror axis. If we do not tell Blender otherwise, the modifier will automatically use the object's origin as the mirror axis. I talk about what the origin is and how to work with it in one of my previous videos. For now, it is enough to know that it is this small orange dot located in the center of the object. Since the origin in this very center of cube, all the vertices, edges and faces are equally far from the center. The mirror modifier works and does what it should, but the mirrored part is identical to the original geometry, so nothing is visible. Let's show this on a different object, for example on Suzanne, the Blender monkey. When we apply the mirror modifier to the monkey and try to mirror it along the x-axis, we have the same problem as with the cube and see no difference. The monkey is symmetrical along this axis, but as soon as we start mirroring along y or z axis, we can see that mirror modifier suddenly works. Origin. Now we came to one of the biggest traps we can fall into with the mirror modifier. We have already said that the mirror modifier uses the origin as the mirror axis unless we tell it otherwise. If we want to model, for example, car wheels or table legs, we can move the object as we like and for some reason the mirroring doesn't work. Many people solve this by adding an empty to the scene, a new object, and telling Blender to use it as the mirror axis. But if we want to understand the mirror modifier, it is important to know what is actually happening. There is a big difference where we're working with the mirror modifier in object mode or edit mode. If we are in object mode and move the object, its origin moves with it. This means the mirror axis also moves. But if we switch to edit mode, the origin stays in place even if we move the object. Now we can easily make car wheels or table legs without adding another object to the scene as the mirror axis. Using an empty or another object for the mirror axis is not wrong, and in some cases it can be even better than using the origin. So let's explain the difference between an empty and the origin. In some tutorials, we can see that the author does not work with the origin but instead adds a new object to the scene, usually an empty. This is a completely legitimate way to use the mirror modifier, but for beginners, it is important to know how to work with the origin as well. Origin. The mirror modifier naturally works with the origin and does so reliably. The origin is part of the object and can never be lost. We cannot accidentally delete it. The advantage is that we don't add another object to the scene, even an empty one, which keeps things more organized. Some functions, such as merge or clipping offered by the mirror modifier, work better and are most stable when we use the origin. The disadvantage of the origin is that it moves with the object, which is not always desirable. In complex models, it can be accidentally moved without meaning to. Since it is a part of the object, it is harder to see during modeling where the visual axis of symmetry is, and there are cases, especially in more complex modeling, where working with the origin can be confusing. The origin is suitable for modeling simpler objects such as characters, heads, or simple symmetrical things. It is used when the mirror modifier is the main tool for modeling, not just a helper. Empty. An empty is a new object added to the scene and acts as a fixed anchor for mirroring. Visually, is a clearly visible axis of symmetry. It cannot move by itself unless we deliberately move it. It allows quick changes to the symmetry position and it's easy to work with when we want to use multiple mirror modifiers at once. The disadvantage is that it bypasses working with the origin. If, as a beginner in Blender, you always learn to automatically add an empty in the mirror modifier and do not learn to work with the origin, you can easily end up in a situation where you don't know what to do, or your model breaks in some part and you do not know why. Another disadvantage of an empty is that it is an additional object in the scene. If we have too many of these objects, it can cause chaos. Since an empty is a separate object, it can be accidentally deleted, breaking any mirror modifier that was using it as the mirror axis. Functions like merge and clipping may work less effectively if the empty is poorly positioned. An empty is used for things like cars, technical construction, or various mechanical parts. It is suitable when we want to use multiple mirror modifiers at once, need to quickly change the symmetry axis, or use the mirror modifier only as the helper tool rather than as the basic for modeling. Now that we know how the origin, empty, and the mirror axis work, let's look at the main strategy for working with the mirror modifier. If we want to model an object such as a head or the human body and want it to be perfectly symmetrical, we usually select half of the model in edit mode and simply delete it. We then apply the mirror modifier to the remaining half. All changes such as extrude, bevel, scale, etc. that we make on the model are then automatically mirrored to the other side, allowing for symmetrical modeling. We do not have to model the whole model, only half of it, which saves us a lot of time and effort. The mirror modifiers offers many options to customize the modifier. First, in the modifier settings, we have the options axis. As the name suggests, here we chose along which axis the object will be mirrored. We do not have to choose only one axis. We can use multiple axes at the same time. For example, if we keep only one corner of a cube, enabling mirroring along all axes will recreate the entire cube, which we can continue to edit. Bisect, automatic geometry cutting. It automatically slices the object along the mirror axis and keeps only one part. When we enable Bisect, Blender looks at the model, check which axis, X, Y, or Z, is selected and whether we are using the origin or an empty. It then deletes everything on the other side of the mirror axis. Only half of the model remains, which is then mirrored. This prevents objects from overlapping. If we move the model across the mirror axis, everything beyond the axis will be deleted. Mirror object. We have already explained this. Using the drop-down menu or the eyedropper, we can choose an object, usually an empty, as the mirror center. If we don't select anything, the mirror modifier automatically uses the origin. The remaining options, merge and clipping, both relate to what happens to the geometry exactly in the center of the model, that is, along the axis of symmetry. Clipping prevents vertices from crossing the mirror axis. Once a vertex reaches the axis of symmetry, it sticks to it and cannot go past it. This means the center of the model stays even and the model cannot flip inside out. The geometry will not overlap and the central line is always clean. Merge tells Blender that if the vertices of the object which the mirror modifier get close enough to each other, they should be merged into one. This prevents double edges in the center of the model called overlapping or gaps. The mesh becomes a single solid object, not just two separate halves that appears as one. If we use multiple modifiers and one of them is mirror, we must always pay attention to their order. If we put, for example, subdivision before mirror, it could create artifacts and unconnected edges. So, if you encounter any errors while using the mirror modifier during modeling, always check that the modifiers are in the correct order. Alternatively, look up the correct order of the modifiers you are using online. And one tip at the end. Never leave unnecessary faces in the center of the mirror modifier, because even if they are inside the model and not visible at first glance, Blender still counts them. Then, when you apply adjustment to your model, like smooth, it can cause problems. And that's all for today. I hope the mirror modifier now seems a little easier to understand. If you found this tutorial helpful and learned something new, feel free to support me with a like, subscription or comment. If you would like to support me financially, you can buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee page, link in the description below. It's all for today and I will see you next time in another tutorial.